Are we the problem? Are we expecting too much? And what are we expecting? Maybe we are the problem. I don't know. Maybe we are. Travelers, well, hello for this week's Coffee Talk. It is Wednesday and we're going to do a Coffee Talk. And on today's Coffee Talk, might be a little hard to hear for some. Might be a little hard to say to some. I know I got a great cup of coffee, got a great cup. But I was wondering, now D23's over. We've had days to go over everything that has happened, all the announcements. I mean, content galore out there. Even me, I've got all the content. But you're going to see more and more and more content, a lot of content. Was D23 good? Could it have been an email? Could it have been a Disney Parks blog? Could it have been a this? Could it have been a that? It was what it was meant to do. After looking at D23 and I rewatched the show, I honestly think that Horizons was meant for the Uber fan. The ones that worried about the Yeti being broke for the past 15 years and they've said something about it every time. The ones that are the big Figment Dreamfinder fans and that's what they want back. I believe D23, and this is my opinions, so I know you guys have much different opinions, but I believe D23 is for the Uber fan. It is a fan event. It is not meant for the everyday Disney vacationer. I do not believe it's made for them. They are not worried about the Yeti. They are not worried about the Dreamfinder. They're more worried about when am I getting Magical Express back? When can I turn my quick service back into snack credits so I can go to the Food and Wine? That's what most Disney fans are worried about. It's all the other stuff. And sometimes I think we, as social media, if you want to call us that, as content creators, we feed into that. And we feed the hunger for everybody. What is this going? I've got to be the first to click. I got to get this information out there. It may be wrong. I've heard 4 people give 4 different when the Americas are opening. Now, I didn't hear a date for the Americas to open. I've heard 2027 the Americas open. I've heard 2027 and then that's when Indiana Jones is open. Everything else is opening later. I mean, it's all over the board. You guys understand that. You know it is all over the board. And I think there is so much information out there now. I think sometimes as a Disney fan, and yes, I'm a Disney fan, we have unrealistic expectations. I went into that thinking, I need dates. I want to see the rides. Let me see the vehicles. Let me see the cars. I want to ride through. I want this. I want that. I mean, we got a ton of announcements 2 years ago of all these things that are coming. They gave us updates. They gave us the artwork. They didn't give us times. And I understand why you don't give a time. Because if I tell you guys, okay, this is what I'm going to do on this date, and it doesn't happen, you comment down below, what happened? Why didn't you do this? You should be doing this. You should be doing that. I always love how people can get on, and especially influencers. They get on and go try a menu and say, well, I think they need to have this on the menu. I think they need to have this on the menu. Maybe this would be good on the menu. This is all wrong for their menu. To my answer to that is, then go open you a restaurant. You go do it. You put your money into it and go do it. Instead of coming to a place, why isn't this opening? Why aren't they doing this? Why aren't they doing that? I think sometimes we just have a high expectation. And I know Disney is expensive and they are a massive company. I mean, I'm part of the 80,000 cast members that work here at Walt Disney World. Absolutely love it. But sometimes I think, as a Disney fan, I expect too much. I expect, well, I want to know when this is happening. I want to know when this is happening. It's going to happen. It's coming. Villain's Land is coming. We've got a name. We've got 2 rides, and I still think we're going to get a 3rd one, Cruella de Vil ride. And it's coming. We just sometimes are not patient enough. We are so hungry for information. I think I seen a creator on there is now worried about we don't have the food and wine menus yet. It's 8 days out. No food and wine menus. Okay. No food and wine menus. We just had D23. You know what we've said before. Our grandmother used to say, patience and wait, patience and wait. And that's what we have to do sometimes. But we just get so, we want more. Give us more. I want more. And you can't run a business like that. You cannot make everybody happy. And that's the hard part. You know, maybe Universal does it the right way. They don't say anything. Universal doesn't say anything. Now, do they have the fan base that Disney has? No, not even close. But you don't hear anything about Universal until, there's a ride opening next week? I mean, sometimes that's what it feels like with Universal. But I think sometimes Disney, we expect a lot. And I understand why we expect a lot. Because we pay high prices, premium prices, to have a theme park. But I still say, and I am a firm believer that the ticket price to get into Disney is a fair price. And I know a lot of you out there will not agree with me on that matter. But I've been to a Broadway show. I've paid $275 for a ticket for a 3-hour event. I mean, go to a football game, go to a basketball game, go anywhere. I mean, Disney, you get there at 9 o'clock in the morning, you stay till 10, 11 o'clock at night. You got 14 hours of entertainment. Break it down per ride, however you want to break it down. I still think it's a great value for what you get. Being able to ride the transportation once you're in the parks, you know, there's still that hubbub and what we should have and what we shouldn't have, and this is what we need and this is what we should, you know, it's hard. I've said this before, it's hard to keep up with all the information, but there are so many fans out there that just want more and more and more. And now we have content creators and influencers or media, whatever you want to call everybody. And there is just so many of them out there. We're one of them. We understand that. But, you know, with the new YouTube algorithm that's getting ready to roll out in February, you are going to be seeing a lot more content out there. I don't know if anybody follows the YouTube stuff, because we do. We get the information all the time. But starting in February 27th, I believe, your channel has to have 8,000 watch hours to be monetized. It used to be 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. Now it's at 1,000 subscribers and 8,000 watch hours, are 20 million short views in 3 months. I mean, I think they're trying to cut back on all of the content creators that jump on there, they get viral and they never post anything. And I think YouTube is just trying to tighten that up. So it's going to be everywhere. You're going to see, if you guys watch YouTube, you're going to see a lot of content. You're going to see a lot more content. Instead of your favorite content creator being on twice a week, they may do 3 or 4 or 5 times a week so they can get those hours, because 8,000 hours of watch time is a lot. So, and if you've been into the parks lately, and I've been in the parks, there's a lot more people that are doing shorts and content and all that. But that's what you guys love. That's what you want to see. You know, the content creators make the content. the YouTube folks watch the content to get the information. Sometimes not watching stuff is probably the best bet, because you start to have a vacation that is somebody else's vacation because they told you to do this, that, and this, and that, and on this cruise ship, go do this, and make sure you take your popcorn bucket for this, and it just gets overwhelming. I understand. That's why we here on the channel, me and Michelle, we just try to show you what we do. We don't give you, this is where you need to go, this is what you need to see, this, make sure you do this. Our top 5 things, our worst 5 things, the things I hate about this ship, the things I love about this ship. We don't try to do that. We just try to show you our day. Okay, we woke up this morning, went to breakfast, this is what I had for breakfast, just to show you what an everyday vacation's like. That's what we try to do. And hopefully you guys appreciate that. I mean, we've got a lot of travelers on here, gaining more travelers all the time. If you're not yet a traveler, I'll do the YouTube thing now. If you're not yet a traveler, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down the bottom. If you'd like to become a traveler, you can hit this QR code right here. And that'll get you to become a traveling around Disney family member. We would love to have you join our channel. Also, we have our members only videos that go out, because we do have members that there's a membership that they get more content out there. So sometimes I just think you guys tell me if I'm wrong. Do we expect too much? Do we want too much? Do we want to see more and more and more? That's why I said I don't, and I know you guys don't believe, I don't watch a lot of content creators. To me, they're just regular people. I've met them all. I've met Tim Tracker. I've met Adam the Woo. I've met any of them. The WDW couple who's not even on anymore. I miss Taylor and them. Taylor and Josh, where are you? I'd like to see some videos. But we should never put, especially if you guys have ever met me in the park, I try to be who I am on this camera as well as in the park, period. Stop me, talk to me, be on the video. I love it. We love it. And sometimes, people will run into people that have run into people at D23, people that have run into the park. Well, they're just not the same as what they are on the YouTube. They didn't act the same way. This is how they do to so many of these creators out there. This is a job. They have to get their content. They have to film this. They have to see this. If they're working with brands, they've got to be saying this. They got to tell you this. It is not just, oh, we can be whoever we want to be and all this good stuff. They are working. It's their job. And sometimes the viewer gets taken back by, yeah, hello, glad to meet you, but I got to go over here. I got to go there. And it's like, wait a minute. I watch you all the time and you don't have the time for me. It's not always the case. Don't take it personally. Now, sometimes there are some people out there that are just rude and it's an easy unfollow, but it's become a big business. And that's why YouTube is going from 4,000 to 8,000. It's becoming a big business. And it's just the content. And are we just so desperate for more and more content that, we just demand a lot. D23, we demanded a lot. And I understand why some people were upset. Now, to me, the Yeti's not a big deal because of the fact it never bothered me that it was under lights. But we had a traveler says, I got to ride it when the Yeti worked, and now my daughter will get to ride it when the Yeti works. So, that's what the event was for. To give us all that is coming up and what will be coming, but they're not going to give us timelines. Yeah, they said the Yeti's going to be fixed and Dreamfinder and Figment will be reunited at Journey into Imagination. That's all they said. That was it. There was no timeline. There was no, we're going to make a brand new ride over at Journey into Imagination. they could put Dreamfinder and Figment out in the photo ops out there and say, we gave you Dreamfinder and Figment, here they are. You know, so we got to sometimes pull back on our expectations. And I know I'm ranting on, and I know this is not a video that some of you are like, what is he talking about? He is crazy. I mean, I still say, you know, that Reflections across the lake was put in a terrible spot, but they ain't going to tear it down. I can tell you that right now. They're not going to tear that down just because it's too close to hoop-de-doo. You know, that's not going to happen. So I think sometimes we, as content creators, create a narrative, and I hate to say I'm that one, create a narrative that everybody believes is the truth, the gospel. But sometimes it's just their opinion. This might be happening. This is how I heard it said. When somebody else said, this is how I heard it said. That's why, you know, we just got to take it as it comes. I still say that. Enjoy it for what it is. Enjoy it for the now. Yesterday is past. Tomorrow's not promised. So you got to enjoy the now. And that's what we try to do. That's why when we go on trips, or we just show you, if you ever watched any of our cruise series, which, you know, our cruise videos get okay views. They're not the greatest, but, you know, it's day 1, day 2, day 3. This was dinner at Arendelle. This was dinner at Marvel. This was dinner at Ashante. This was, you know, that's how we just want to show you the experience. I'm going to tell you the price, and I'm going to tell you our experience. And would we do it again? Because we've heard, yes, we'd do it again. And some people say, nope, I ain't doing that ever again. Why don't you want to do it again? Well, the ship was moving and the ship was rocking back and forth. So Ashante wasn't worth the money because I just didn't have a good experience. But yet, talk to other people. Yeah, we were docked and Ashante was perfect. We got to see this, we got to see Nassau and the island and all this. It was beautiful. So you never know. You never know. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe sometimes it is our fault for what Disney didn't say that we wanted them to say. Hopefully that makes sense. Because sometimes you don't get to hear what you want to hear. You're going to hear what they're going to want you to hear. And that's anybody. That's Disney, that's Busch Gardens, that's SeaWorld, that's Universal, that's Epic. That's anybody. So as Disney fans, we're lucky enough to have an event like this every 2 years, a mega event, and then the year between. We're lucky enough to have a D23 fan club that we get special stuff. And, you know, I think I just renewed my D23 for 2026, getting ready to renew, and I'm getting my new statue. I think I've got they're around here somewhere. Yeah. Mickey and the Sorcerer, but this year I'm getting the big Mickey Fantasia one. That's the one I want this year. So I take it for what it is. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. And that's what I want you guys to continue to do. Yes, I probably reacted. D23 got on, oh, it was this. But then when you sit back, and maybe that's our problem. Maybe that's our problem. We sometimes need to digest it, mull it over, chew it like some cud, like a cow does, and then open our mouths and talk about it. Instead of jumping on here so we can be the first, so we can get that click, so we can get our hours, so we can get monetized, so we can make money, so we then can become a cog in the wheel of the media out there. That's what that, you know, that is not what we want to do. Yes, we make money at this channel. Yes, we do. But trust me, we spend it right back going out to eat or going here or going there to show you guys more content. But this is not for us to be invited, gifted, hosted, which we don't want to do that. We never want to do that. That's not us. That's not what we're going to do. We want to be able to be fair and honest and not have to say, I'm giving you my honest review. Well, as you guys know, were all your reviews before not honest because you were getting paid for it, or you were getting hosted, or you were getting gifted? I'm just saying, sometimes we expect way too much, and I think the social aspect of it, the YouTube, the Facebooks, the TikToks, the Reels, that is what feeds into the narrative. And, you know, sometimes we just need to step back, just watch YouTube or any of the other stuff for entertainment. Don't take it to heart. Don't take it as truth sometimes. Remember, a content creator only shows you what they want to show you on this screen right here. That's it. That's all they show you. They show you 25 minutes to an hour of what they want to show you. It's not always what it appears. It's just easy to say that. And you know, what you guys see, I've been on here for 20 minutes and 59 seconds. Haven't stopped it. Won't clip it. I'll put it out just like this, because if me and you had this conversation right now, Jeffrey, Monica, Tony, Melanie, Lori, if we had this conversation, this would be the same conversation I'd have with you as I'm doing on camera, as we would do in the park. So that's why I think it's better, you know, yes, you can you have to plan a thumbnail. Everybody got to have a thumbnail. It's what YouTube does. I think Adam the Woo was sometimes the best at just spontaneous thumbnails. He never put anything on them, never did anything. Maybe that's what I'll do for this video. I won't put no wording or anything on it. I'm just going to leave it as is. See if you guys click on it. Who knows? But yeah, I think that's the problem. I think that's maybe my problem. Maybe I'm addressing my problems because I expect too much, because so many people are telling me so many things, and I need to just sometimes step back, take it all in, absorb the information, drink a little coffee, and then speak. That's the best plan. Take it for what it is, absorb it, take what you want to out of it, and then make your decision. So I just wanted to get on here today. It's our coffee talk. It's our Wednesday. Of course, I got a great cup of coffee. You know, me and Michelle right there on the cup. So that's about it for today. Hope everyone is having a wonderful week. It is hump day if you're watching this on Wednesday. We've got some more members only content coming out as soon as I go film it. Probably be Thursday when I go film some. Friday maybe. We're just doing great. Me and Michelle are doing great. We're trying to do what we can. I mean, I'm not the spring chicken. Yes, it does get hot in the parks. Today's heat index was 115. I didn't go to the park today. I got smart enough and said, you know, maybe it might be nighttime, later day, earlier day from now on, instead of going middays, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But that's just, you know, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to take it as it is. We want you guys to take it as it is. Don't overthink it. Sometimes we create our own narrative and overthink things that it's just not the way it is. So yes, after looking back at D23 and after seeing all the content that is out there, I enjoyed a lot of content that was out there. Did I enjoy the D23 announcements? No. Were they important to me? No. But they were important to a lot of other creators that were there, going crazy, screaming and hollering. That was their importance. That's what they wanted to see. I wanted more dates for the rides. They didn't give me that, but they gave me some great artwork and some great concepts. So for now, that's what I'm going to take. And then they can surprise me later and say, you know what? We're going to go ahead and open this. Maybe that's what they're doing. You know what? Here's the menus for the food and wine. See you guys in 5 days. Who knows? That's what we're hoping for. Yeah, we will be there first day of food and wine. I will be there. Don't think Michelle's going to be there, but I will be there. And if it's going to normal, food and wine opens on, let me get my calendar here. I think it's the 27th, 26th. Let's see here. We got to make sure to know what time to go, because remember they changed the dates, the times on certain dates. Monday through Thursday, I believe it is 11:30. Yes, that starts the 27th, which is a Thursday. So that should be 11:30 starting time. Now, that may change, but if they've been following other stuff that is coming out and other festivals that have happened, 11:30 is the new time for the food booths to start opening, for the merchandise booths to start opening out at World Showcase. So just be ready for that. But then again, you never know. They could change it. They can make an announcement and change it. So we'll go from there. But we will be there Thursday, the 27th. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. And got a dinner coming up tomorrow night. Hopefully go film for you guys. I'm going to go with the kids. And we're going to go to a little Whispering Canyon. Wait. When you're watching this, we should be there. Or we'll be getting ready to go there to Whispering Canyon. We'll see if that happens or not, but that's where we're headed. And bring you guys along with us. But yeah, I think sometimes we are the problem. We need to just sometimes cool our heels, cool the jets, take it as it is, enjoy today, and we'll see what tomorrow brings us. So travelers, like we always say, until next time, travel and adventure is out there.